Right, time is 4:15. Almost 4:15 anyway. We're filming on the GoPro session number 4 at the moment. I don't know, there's a slight problem with the 5. Stuck it on charge last night and the charging light came on, a little red light, and when that's on it's charging up, and it's been on charge for about 8 hours. The red light's still on. I think it's frozen somehow. Not exactly sure what the problem is with it. It's kind of frozen, and I can't take the battery out, you know, to stop the power. I think what I'm going to have to do there is just let it drain down, so it just naturally just loses its power. Then I'll, you know, then I'll charge it up again, and hopefully it will be okay. People I'm going out to pick up now, going back to Australia. I think they're just over here studying. I think they're a bit afraid of sort of lockdown, so they're flying back to Australia. And the people I'm picking up tonight at Heathrow Airport are coming in from Kathmandu, of all places. Right, so Andy and Sarah have gone out for the day, or part of the day anyway. We'll pop out to Badbury Clump, which is in the distance over there. You can't quite see it, but it's a nice little woodland, somewhat different to Stanton Park, which is a nice place. Stanton's alright, but just gets a bit samey after a while. Anyway, just popped into Costa Coffee and got myself and my wife a nice cup of coffee. She's wearing my jacket at the moment because her jacket won't fit over her arm, or you know, her shoulder, because he's gone and broken it. So she's wearing my black jacket. Right, okay. So I'll be using this camera today. It's quite windy. This camera can't cope with the wind very well. That's much better. So today we're here with my lovely wife, and today we are at a place called Badbury Hill, just outside Farringdon. Badbury Hill, site of an Iron Age hill fort. It is like that it was built from around 600 BC, so it's quite old. And there's some more information there, more information there. Yeah, we're getting the woods in a minute, and this is basically the wood. It's about twice the size, roughly speaking, about twice the size of Stanton. So there's quite a lot out there. Not sure we're going to get round it all today. Just the wife is kind of partly disabled at the moment, and there are some hilly parts as well. And where there's hills and where there's kind of woodland, you also get trails and tracks. Really nice. And there is a cycle track down here, and I might pop down and just have a look at the bike track, where they do kind of like jumps, you know, and things like that. It's a very interesting place, actually. It's older than Stanton, obviously, you know, 600 BC. I don't think Stanton's that old. I think the oldest forest around here is about 25 miles away, which is a place called Marlborough Savernake Forest, which allegedly is the oldest forest in the UK, and has got some of the oldest trees in Europe. Yeah, so just behind me, to my left-hand side, that's where the track is. You sometimes see kids and big kids, you know, guys my age as well, belting down there, you know, going all balls out, trying to kill themselves on their bike, doing these jumps and that. It looks really, really interesting, actually. Like everything else, you know, when you do these things for fun, but when they go wrong, then all of a sudden it's not much fun anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that, but you know, flying through the air and then possibly getting the landing wrong, and then experiencing a whole load of pain is not my idea of fun.
What's that?
What's that? What's what?
That.
What's that? I'm not sure it's a good idea to go down there because muddy banks and wet surfaces are not very good for the wife. Yeah, okay. We're gonna risk it, but well, the idea was to go down there to get out of the wind, because it's very windy. To my right hand side, a few hundred yards away, I could hear the wind rushing through the trees, and this is much more calmer and quieter down here, and it's a lot nicer as well because we're kind of surrounded by these majestic tall pines. I really like these trees, you know. I wish I could have a back garden like this. That'd be wonderful, eh? Look at that. Yeah, lovely. Yeah. And all that.
Right, hold on to me, we're going now.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, lesson in nature. When you are in the woods, don't do this.
Go and get it.
Don't do that, okay? You're closest, you can go and get it. I'll go and get it. Yes, I think so. I think round here would be perhaps a perfect little place. I can clear the area a little bit, set a tarpauling. This is my challenge I'm talking about, perhaps in a few months' time. Put a tarpauling, 2 tarpaulings, one down there, then one you can attach perhaps to a tree. Then you can make yourself like a little shelter. Plenty of dead wood around here, you can make yourself a fire. And then once you've got the fire going, make a nice cup of tea and then get your bacon and sausages on. Sounds good to me. Right. Welcome to the windy woods. This is a windy part of the woods. We've got a rather brisk easterly wind coming in. Past few days, the temperature has dropped somewhat. No sign of any rain. A bit of sunshine. Always welcome a bit of sunshine. Had enough rain at the moment. But oops. Yeah, but this is it's really quite nice around here. Again, most of this forest is down to tall pine trees. That's a bit of a hill coming up. Do you want to?
No, I don't want to come back up.
You don't want to come back up it. All right. There's some kids over there making a bit of a. The parents are getting involved as well. Spin you around. Yeah, they are. It's great fun, isn't it? That's it. No, what it is. We're going to go back in a moment. I don't know what it is about. A lot of people here today, actually. It's really encouraging to see. What it is about sort of man. He always wants to make his own castle, his own den, if you like. It's like it's, you know, with birds and that, you know, it's endemic within birds. One of the first things they want to do, you know, adult birds, is kind of make their own nest. Kind of something similar, I think, you know, with us humans. Something like stained on man's being, that he wants to make his own den, his own house, his own dwelling, a place to call his own, maybe. Because, you know, we are, you know, in essence, we are hunter-gatherers still. You know, that's all part of our makeup. Hunter-gatherers. You know, you make yourself a den, you make yourself a fire, you know, you go and find yourself a woman. You go and lay traps, you know, smack a deer over the head with a branch or something, you know, drag it back to the woman, then she prepares it and she cooks it, whilst you go and I don't know, go on YouTube and play games or whatever. But no, it's you know, it's really getting back to nature. You know, that's where we basically come from. I think we lost the plot over the past few hundred years. Really, we become so domesticated that we've kind of you know, we've lost our roots. Almost, we've lost our roots, and as each generation goes by, those roots are slowly being chopped away to the point then you're left with snowflakes, really. Snowflakes. Welcome to the Snowflake Society. I'm not one of them, by the way. I'm definitely not one of them. Yes. Lovely out here.
Hello.
Hello, chappy. Hello, chappy.
Hello.
Lovely. Is that Scottish Terrier?
No, it's a Cairn.
That's not a Cairn Terrier.
Maybe a Cairn Terrier.
I think that's a Scottish Terrier. That one.
Scottish Terrier's a little white one.
So whereabouts would you rather be then? Walking around Marks and Sparks or walking around here?
Marks and Sparks, I think.
Why? I'm not laughing, yeah? Walking around Marks and Sparks? You can stuff your Marks and Sparks. This is much better, mate.
I think if I wasn't quite so nervous.
Yeah. The wife, because of her tumble, she had several days ago now, she's lost her confidence. And she's wearing my coat, and you know, because that's her arm in there. That's her arm in there, by the way. People walking past, they must be thinking, oh, look at that poor lady there, she's only got one arm, you know.
I think they can see my arm there.
Yeah, might be able to.
Hold on to me.
Alright, I'll hold on to you then. I'll hold on to your hand, shall I?
No, that won't stop me slipping.
We go down, let's go, which way do you want to go? The long way or the short? Let's go the long way. Well, not the long way.
Well, the safe way. I'm not going the muddy way.
Well, that looks pretty muddy down there.
Oh, I can go round that tree.
Alright. Let's go round the tree then. Right, so we come to the car park, and that pretty much signifies the end of our little romp or jaunt in the woods. Yeah, which was fun. Enjoyed that. Right, this is what you do with your Costa coffee cup, okay? Very nice bin here. Looks nice, doesn't it? There you go. That's the wife's. That was mine. Now we head on back to the car.